Yeah, basically WWF at the time decided to make an extreme football league where it was basically wrestling but on the field, and it was really bad. And the very first play out of all of the plays in the entire game, well, the way that they did the kickoff was instead both like captains of the football team ran and tried to get to the ball. In the very first play of the very first game, they both dislocated their shoulders, and it was horrifying. Anyway, enough about XFL. We got the finals here, guys. It is the finals of the finals, unless it goes to one more final if Incnone wins. Now, will Incnone be able to kill the immortal Mudjoe, who has not been dying? And Incnone's basic strat seems to be spooking his opponent into death while still going extremely fast. So, yeah, we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting matchup. I would love to see this go 2 sets. I think I got to listen to my head on this one. I think Joe might take it in 1. I think it'll be close, but I think if I was a betting man, my money would be on Joe. But I would just love to see this go to 2 full sets. I don't think Joe was expecting that as a possibility either. So it'd be interesting to see how that.
Yeah, we will see. If it does go to the second set, I feel as though Incnone's gonna have some good momentum. So we will see what happens in this very first set. And an Obsidian Spear pickup's a really nice find there. Incnone does have a slight lead over Mudjoe, who took a little bit extra time there without much to show for it. So he's really just, they're kind of identical in build, but just a little bit of a lead for Incnone.
Yeah, Mudjoe just took a little bit longer taking care of his exit room on I believe it was 1-2 or 1-3. There was a flaw in zone 1 and it was bad. We don't want to talk about it.
And there's that strat that I was talking about. You kill the 4 guys, and then you only need 1 more kill to get up to ×3 on your Obsidian Spear, and that extra kill is the pawn that's in the way of the king, so it's really not too bad. You can just chuck it, which is really good. Does Ink have...
one only has 2 health.
A pillow... Oh, that emote voodoo doll? Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Incnone kind of letting the Minotaur run by there. And decides to just take the trapdoor anyways. Smart play, I think. No use waiting around when he can be right in your face, right here, right now. And these racers are literally neck and neck. Honestly, Mudjoe is right there, finds an extra bomb, not really a big deal. Mudjoe with the better torch is gonna allow him to check that, and it ends up being a pawn shop, which does hurt him a little bit. A nice quick Coral Rift kill, the old throwing bomb, and a fireball pickup for Incnone. I imagine we're gonna see the same item picked up for Mudjoe, since this is seeded, and we do. And a really good find there, considering that layout in 3-1. That dragon is aimed to kill, but with the fireball, you can take him out pretty easily. Mudjoe going a little over the top here, and he's going to kill him a different way with his spear.
Yeah, and he's going to get the easier run of things.
Oh, I do not agree with that choice at all. But, I mean, this is Incnone doing his thing, is pushing his opponents. If Mudjoe looks over, Mudjoe is going to want to also pick up that glass rapier, but he does not. And so this is really scary now for Incnone, who has swapped things over to the obsidian, or glass rapier. Yeah, that's really scary. I mean...
Yeah, it's scary, but it's going to push Mudjoe super hard because he's going to go so much faster. It's one of these situations where you might just see Mudjoe play his own game, just kind of ignore what Ink is doing in the hope that Ink dies, which, to be honest, is a very real possibility because apart from that glass rapier, he's got nothing to protect that rapier. Ooh. He really doesn't have much to protect
that
himself.
That is phasing coming into zone 4, but he's got a glass weapon with phasing with no torch. He's going to want to sidle around the outside looking for the shop and hoping, praying, please, RNGesus, give me a torch.
Yeah, give the man a torch because otherwise it's going to be
Oh man, and he's got a nightmare here, and a nightmare indeed. This is so scary. A nice play though to get that nightmare bombed. I honestly was spooked beyond belief right then and there. Still looking for... Oh, that is a really nice find. The Obsidian Longsword is going to make this a lot safer of a run. That is a spider in the wall. What do? You avoid it.
You go the opposite direction as quickly
Go
as you
around,
can,
find
and then
another
find
spider.
another one.
Of course you do. All right, well, he's doing nice to sort of peek into the rooms to make sure he sees what's there. A nice little bomb find. Ooh, dropping his multiplier, though. Not what you want, but the bomb was, well-placed bomb. Now, do you check the shop? I think you do. You got one more zone to get through, but look at that. You get yourself...
Oh, it's the Wombo!
That shop was insane. That was the most insane shop I've ever seen. For his situation, that shop could not have been any better. Holy cripes. Now, Mudjoe's not far behind here, but he's in a really bad spot. He's got to bomb his way into that same shop, but it's not going to be quite as good for him. But it was exactly what he was looking for there. And Incnone is on to the boss fight. This is super fast. The phasing, holy cripes.
And Joe goes
and
down.
Joe goes down there. I mean, that was... Okay, now, legit, though, that was Incnone pushing Joe to the limit. He ends up getting... He just pushes so hard. He blows up himself with the... Wow, that was a really weird death, actually. The pixie kind of gets him. And, yeah, down he goes. Wow. And Incnone with a ferocious first game. Like, seriously. I mean, some luck definitely played in there, but he takes it, and a 6:09.96 in-game time. Wow. That was craziness. Incnone is on a frickin' roll tonight. I mean, he's had to play from the loser's bracket the whole way tonight, and wow. Wow.
Yeah, he is really lighting it up. Got bailed out. You gotta be honest, he was bailed out super hard by that shop in 4-2.
The shop
he played
certainly helped him, but he still had a substantial lead. He just needed to not get effed over by any, bad placement of an enemy, which of course could have happened at any time. But the shop definitely helped him a lot. I mean, it even had a freeze in it. I don't even know what to say. That was unbelievable. Looks like Ink won. Yeah, absolutely. Is Nightbot sleeping? All right, I'll try and bring him back. Sorry about that.
Good night, sweet prince. But we're off and running again.
We are indeed, and oh yeah, Nightbot is like super dead. I got a bunch of gobbledygook when I tried to log in. It's just a bunch of text. So we're gonna have to wait for Nightbot to come back alive. Thank you, Will, for taking the place of Nightbot. Can carrots really die? I like that most of my quote commands are actually wrong. They're the wrong quotes. Probably because I said them wrong, but still. Okay. Not much going on right now. Base build. A little more gold for Mudjoe.
Yeah, a little bit. Joe had an early reset. He bombed into that cracked tier 3 wall in 1-1, but it was the pawn shop, not what you want to see. It's never the food shop when you want it, so Ink with a little bit of an advantage, but it's not going to be anything huge.
Joe with some quick trap doors gets him a nice little lead there, and I wonder if if I was Ink, I'd be dropping down that trap door. I guess the concern is getting a death metal dragon trap door. That's probably why they waited. But really, it will take longer to kill the boss. It was actually deep blues, but Will. It's not the right face, Will. Oh, you guys are funny in chat. Oh my goodness. Trains is not a command. I believe it is exclamation point off the rails. Anyways, we got the Saucy Whip pickup for Mudjoe. Incnone sticking with the base dagger. Gotta say, you gotta go with the base dagger there. A phasing find. And the tables have slightly turned here. And another whip. What is this terrible seed? Whip City over here. Jeez.
First the spicy noodle and then the crunchy noodle, neither of which you want to see. Mudjoe with the advantage here. He did check his shop in 2-1. It was right there, and Ink decided not to do it. Mudjoe is probably one of the more prolific shoppers of the top racers.
Prolific shopper. That's such a funny thought. Conjure up a weapon. Not enough money. He needs 7 cents to get himself a torch. Is he gonna go back for it? Might be worth. Doesn't. Moving on to 2-3. He's got a slight lead over Mudjoe, who has a really horrendous build currently. Though Mudjoe did go for armor. Did he go for armor, or did he just not find it? Because you gotta go for a torch in this situation, I feel like.
Mudjoe got his armor from the 2-1 shop.
Oh, from the 2-1 shop. So he didn't find the conjure shop. Fair enough. Incnone is murdering that leprechaun. There's proof that you do not see the luck charm here. No luck. Hey, Nightbot's back. Welcome back, Nightbot. He's back. The terrifying, oh my god.
Gives up everything in his build apart from his spear, which he throws, hits that shrine of phasing. So he's not quite on par with Mudjoe, but he should be able to keep this current gap between them.
Oh, the jump!
Oh, no.
Shoving it in your face. It's like, yeah, you've got an unsafe build. How about an even more unsafe build? Okay, so he does go for the phasing. I love it. Trashing his build. There's a red chest. That surely has a torch in it, right, guys? It does!
It does!
What luck! What luck! And a ring that he doesn't want. I got excited for a second, but no, you don't want that. There's a big old dog. Nothing. No bombs, though, for either of our racers. Good luck. And a ring that he doesn't want. I got excited for a second, but no, you don't want that. There's a big old dog. Nothing. No bombs, though, for either of our racers. You're going to want to find some bomb here. Unless you're going to pull a me and have phasing, but no bomb to bomb out the Necrodancer. Which is actually turns out a bad game plan. Not a good idea. Found that out the hard way.
Yeah, that's a bit of a nasty situation. I don't think anything will top Stake. I think it was about a week or so ago now you got to the Necrodancer and he had taken risk. No, he had taken pace. Wait, no, it's risk that hits you when the song changes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had taken risk and he was stuck in the Necrodancer fight, and he took a silly hit, so he was down to half a heart. So but he had a transmute, so he had to let the Necrodancer spawn stuff for him, so that he could get his transmute up to try and transmute for health. And it ended up that he transmuted the weapon that's normally left for Dorian into a fireball scroll, and then he accidentally picked it up with Dorian, so he had to get stuffed in from the Necrodancer's stage, and then had to transmute that, and eventually got a blood weapon, and then managed to kill with that. In fact, no, oh yeah, so he did that, then he released the Necrodancer, and then an ogre got him.
Oh my god, I did not see that. When was that?
It was the funniest 10 minutes I've had in this game.
Oh
I think
goodness.
it was a week or so ago.
Wow, that's insane. Okay, so race here. We're at 4-2. Both our racers rocking the phasing builds. The bombs, though, is the big story right now. Incnone's got a bomb. He's actually got 2 bombs. And Mudjoe currently does not have bombs. Never mind, he just found 1. So he's got his bomb too, so we're actually pretty much on equal footing. Besides the fact that Incnone's just a little bit ahead. Flail is not the worst thing, although it could be, I guess, if you don't have... Oh boy, this is bad. Nope. Down goes the potion.
That potion!
That was a lot of damage we just saw right there. Holy crap. What is even fighting? Nobody knows. What am I fighting for? Oh,
I wondered what was going on.
I think he's taking the lead here. That took him so long to get through, and now Mudjoe has the lead, not by a lot. And it's a little spooky fight here. Okay, what strat is this, Incnone? Because it's scaring me. I don't think it's a good one.
Ink was trying to go
off
for
the rails. No. Oh wait, it's fine.
Oh wow, he
recovers.
recovers.
Really nice. Great recovery, but it's going to be hard to catch up here.
unless Mudjoe has some of the worst teleports that you can possibly get, I think this one's pretty much in the bag. He's gonna have 3 hits down before Ink even gets 1.
Yeah, but Incnone is getting some really nice teleports here, and it looks like it's actually neck and neck. Incnone,
this is super close.
These teleports are insane.
And
Guys,
I think
it's gonna
Joe's
be
gonna have it.
I think according to the exact same time. It was the exact same time. They literally jumped down at the exact same time.
They both hit. Like the difference in dot done times was less than a second. It was like 0.6 seconds. Holy crap.
Oh my god, yeah, it has Mudjoe at a 7:35.76 and Incnone at a 7:36.57. So less than a second dot done.
0.8.
And identical. Like, they literally on my screen, I know there's Twitch delay and stuff, but they literally landed at the exact same time. That is going to be a hard... We are going to have to review that one as we have for the remainder of the tournament. Holy cripes. So, I don't know what to do with that. I think... Who did we even see win that? I guess we give it to Mudjoe. We give it to Mudjoe. But that is under review, and we have had it in the past where it's been under review and literally had to give no points to anyone because it was identical. We have had that in the past, believe it or not. That was insane. Yeah, in-game time is faster for Joe because of a reset. You can't qualify that one, but that was ludicrous. And also that 4-3 exit was so bad with that nightmare. Like, that is like the job of a nightmare, is to just make phasing horrendous in Zone 4. Or to stomp on DJC in a match against me. Just throwing that one. Throwing that classic back in there. We're talking Balls of Steel 3, baby. Ho!
Ink had a horrible time with that exit room.
He sure did.
Nothing could go right, and it could potentially lose him the race. And that's the painful thing. But I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to be as close as it ended up being, because Mudjoe was so much closer to the stairs than Ink. But like we saw, less than a second difference. Yeah,
that was ludicrous. We're actually getting both Will and Arachnus are going to review to have a little extra corroboration on that one. The early flail. So already we've got a very non-standard start with the early flail pickup. I honestly cannot believe how well Incnone is playing. I know he's fantastic, but he is keeping pace with the greatest Necro dancers. And he is, honestly, his stamina to still be going crazy after all these races. Mudjoe's had the easy break here. He's really, like, not had as big of a concern. Because he's just been, you know, he had, what, like one race today? Maybe that's what's helping Incnone. He's super, like, heated up right now.
Yeah, and the thing is for Ink, like, his results have all been positive, so he's in the finals on merit. A 3-1 over Spooty, and then the 3-2 over Jack, which a little bit scarier for him, but he did come out on top. So I think you've got to say the momentum is with him, just because he's won more matches so far today.
Yeah, and completely avoiding that blood, and seems to be a decent call, as Mudjoe doesn't take anything that was in there, and so he's got the extra bombs, but he's going to the shop. Also garbage. I mean, ham is delicious, but he's got himself a holy water, and that's probably all he's going to want right now. So moving on up. And yeah, just look at his opponents that he's had to go up against. Spooty Biscuit, Jack of Games, Mudjoe. Those are the 3 that he's been stuck on, or that he's had to race. That is, like, mind-blowing.
That is death row for Necrodance racing.
Like, what a find there. And he takes Peace. Is Joe gonna go for the black chest? I'm concerned he may. And he doesn't. He takes Peace as well. That's good. I would hate to see them one get Peace and one not, because Peace is obviously a very, very strong thing to find. And just the slight lead here by Incnone. He's really been racing well. Now, to his entire credit, I mean, anytime I've raced with him on the Necrobot, he crushes. He's a very, very strong racer, so I do not want to sell him short, obviously. Oh, interesting choice there. Not sure if that was totally thought about. Incnone deciding to take the Shrine of Darkness, losing his Ring of Peace. And I do not anticipate Joe. No, Joe did not do the same. And that is sort of scary. I feel like he didn't realize that he had the Ring of Peace. Like, it was just kind of like, oh, this is a good shrine. And then went, oh, dang it.
Yeah, it's a bit peculiar, especially with the Ring of Peace. I can understand wanting the mapping for Zone 3. Kind of gets bailed out there by the Ring of War.
Ring of War. And actually a very excellent kill as well. I don't know if you saw that with the Holy Water kill for the saving of the beats there. He does have lowered aggro, but he doesn't have a torch. Which I guess can be beneficial. He did manage to get rid of the darkness.
You don't want a torch once you
oh, that's
use
a good
darkness.
point.
Like
yeah.
you never want a torch.
Yeah, good point. That's true. All right, opting to not go down that trapdoor because the dragon was right there, and there he goes. Wow, and they are neck and neck once again. I gotta say, Mudjoe's got a really big advantage here, unless Mudjoe can't map this floor. That's basically the difference, because once you get to Zone 4, the mapping doesn't really matter anymore. And
yeah, well,
it looks like Mudjoe was able to map it.
Super easy to map it. Just you can see the secret room right above you. You're gonna go and check that. Zone 3 is, I think the way it's been described in the past is Zone 3 is Zone 1, but with like no walls. So some of the rules apply. Like you see a secret room, you're gonna have to go and check that because it's probably gonna be the right way.
Ooh, really interesting there. A nice quick kill by. Oh, that's such a nice find. What a good weapon.
Fantastic pickup.
And that'll help
I mean,
Incnone a lot because he's got the +1 on the... I mean, the war is so strong with that. It's a really good combo. And he's got the reduced aggro. Pickup. This is good for Incnone.
Yeah, I think that's a better pickup for Ink than it is Joe, to be honest.
I agree.
War plus, well, basically any rapier is super strong. Joe goes
double
down!
Death! A double death!
What?
Oh my god! Hold on, I gotta throw on both replays real quick. Whichever one you guys saw, watch the other one. I saw, oh, Joe just got totally cornered and it was goo for both of them. Holy what? What is this world that we live in? I don't know what it is anymore. It's a dreamland. It is. The double death. The double death.
Double good death. Well, I mean, the thing is, for like Joe just got totally surrounded, but Ink just kind of jumped into a dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a worse death for Ink for sure. But even still,
yeah. Is this tune already? Was this already scripted?
I don't know. Back in, lad. Look what you've done.
Oh my god. Yeah, the surround for Joe was such just bad news. And then I don't even know what to say. I can't even believe the double death there.
I think what Ink did was he hit a golem either above or to the right of him, and that good the square he was on, but he didn't quite realize it, and then he went to hit the dragon, and it was good night, sweet prince.
Oh no! Oh no! Incnone, that is heartbreaking. He just kind of messed up the setup there for the conga kill. It was a pretty standard kill, but at this point, that's gonna give Joe all the time in the world. And that is such a bummer. Wow.
That is... I'm not sure. Maybe just dropped a beat there, a little bit of spaghetti. I'm really unsure as to how that transpired.
Yeah, it was just a panic. Oh my god. I think, like, that double death was even closer than the previous race's finish in timing. Like, they were identical. It was so strange. Oh my god. This is mental. Well, Incnone's got to charge his way back after that unfortunate death to Conga. Bombing the throne can be a little scary sometimes when you've got a flail, because you can get yourself hung up on some enemies. But he's about a zone back now, as Mudjoe is onto his zone 2 boss. death metal. Is he gonna do? No, that's fine. He's hanging on to that holy water. He had a really nice holy water kill earlier. I'm trying to recall what it was. I don't remember, but that was where Incnone used the holy water to get the final 5 damage down on death metal. And let's see if they both keep that ring of peace. I wonder if Incnone is gonna swap back to that Shrine of Darkness or not. We'll see. I mean, it was actually kind of helping him out, but at this point, I don't know. You might need the peace to keep pace. Peace pace.
I think, yeah, you're probably gonna have to run peace. The only thing I would switch out for is courage.
Yeah, courage would be really nice.
But otherwise,
he does
you've
skip it.
got to keep pace.
Yeah, because that was 2-2 was where the Shrine of Darkness was. And he's on death metal. Yeah. Joe picking up a little health here. Getting a little health from his friends. And Incnone doing the same kill there. It's really swaggy. I like it. But both checking. Oh, and he takes the Ring of War.
Oh, okay.
That's odd, but he does know that that rapier's coming. So that
is true.
A good point. That actually has to be the reason why he did that, I think.
Yeah, he's not going to have the darkness.
He is gaining a bit of ground here. I think Joe, has the lead, so he might slow play a little, but I mean, Joe's not slow playing very much. I also do want to point out, remember, Joe is the immortal Joe. He has not died much in this tournament at all, but did die there, and this is a lot of clappas.
Oh,
holy clappa, Batman. Ugh.
This is bad news, Bears.
This is pukey. Ugh. Okay, he handled it. He had to kill each and every clappa, though, which slowed him down tremendously. And he is onto his Zone 3 boss with Joe onto that super scary Zone 4. Again with the piece. Joe, that's a lot of enemies. Start killing them. Whew. Oh, he just wanted to get the kill 8 enemies bomb achievement. I see. Which I am still yet to get. That's not an easy achievement to get.
Yeah, I don't have it either. I've seen it before, so I'm sure there's a setup for it. I would just need to learn it.
I think you can do it with Eli too, which makes things a lot easier with the kick. Like you find a skeleton closet with a kick.
Implying I will ever play Eli. And before staff tourney is nothing but Eli.
Yes, please. Please, please, please. Oh my god, I love Eli. I love all the terrible characters apparently though. Anyway, Boots of Pain pickup, so a little extra dino damage, a little extra wreck face. About a floor back, Incnone needs to hustle here, otherwise Mudjoe has this. I am having a massive case of deja vu right now. That's fun.
Yeah, both of these guys, at least they both go, I think they're both further than they were last time.
They are. No, I'm like legit having deja vu, like it's weirding me out. It's not just like a figure of speech. Like my brain is having a seizure in the area where familiarity happens or something like that. I think that's why deja vu happens. Anyways, so Joe is going to be moving on to Dead Ringer. He's got a crap ton of health compared to Incnone's 2 hearts out of 3. And we're going to see the Japanese strat, which is kind of scary, especially with that rider coming in hot. He does line it up nicely, though, and handles it. We're seeing some shielding here for this very scary boss exit. Oh, man. Oh, Black Bat on the goo. Incnone going down. And that should seal it up for Joe, who's got, like, ludicrous amounts of health. Now, it'd be a different story if the Necrodancer could spawn Ghoulems. But, I don't even know if I should mention that.
Awful. I don't even want to think. Why? Don't give Ryan and Blimp ideas like that, because they will put it in.
I think the dragon that spews goo is a good idea. You should have that.
I wouldn't mind that. Like, that would be okay if goo is going to turn into
if it gets a little nerfed, yeah. Yeah. Buck Fats. As Mudjoe wins that one, which maybe puts him... The review is going on there. It's currently not been figured out. Oh, okay. So Mudjoe is up 2-1, so it's possible that Mudjoe is on the cusp of winning this. It's currently being reviewed, though. It's hard to say. Oh my goodness. This is like nuts-tastic here. All right, so a little bit of a break here. It looks like they're waiting on the review. I'm not sure how far out we are with the review. Yeah, we do definitely have at least one more race, but this could be for all the marbles if Mudjoe wins this. We'll have to see. I'm definitely secretly / not so secretly rooting for Incnone, but really, this could go either way. The winner of this could win the series because remember, Mudjoe's got that loot, but that loot is really not meaning too much. I don't think it should really change the way you play the race, but Mudjoe is going to take a momentary break there, and I totally understand it. The review of the second race is ongoing. It is actually the review of the first race, isn't it? No, it is the second race. You're right. You're right. Correct. Content of the DLC not only has not been confirmed, it is still being discussed, and I highly recommend that if you want to talk about it, you head on over to the Brace Yourself Games forum, please, and get in there and start talking about it. I actually need to spend more time in there. I unfortunately don't. I just forget. But yeah, get in there and talk about it. Also, if you want to head into our Discord, we do have a DLC channel. You should get in there as well. Yeah, it's been the rule the entire season that we rely entirely on the review. The dunning is not the be-all, end-all. So the fact that Mudjoe dunned early does not matter. We are going to look specifically at the VODs. We're going to line them up identically, and then we are going to see the first person to touch the stairs, which makes way more sense. Because the dunning can be... I guarantee you there are racers this season, not that I'm calling anyone out, but I guarantee you there are racers that dun slightly early, intentionally, and they might start the race slightly early. So we want to make sure that it's as close as possible to exactly what happened. And so we want to review it and do it basically from start to finish, which you can't really mess around with. So, all right. Horde of Tribbles likes the seed, immediate bat closet. How do you feel about it now? Those bat closets are gross.
Yeah, not a fan of this seed so far. The early blood drum is nice, though.
Early blood drum. Do you use it to open it? You do. Both racers choosing to open up that crate. Wise choice. You never know. Could have been Boots of Pain or something real nice. Now, to use the blood drum to open this wall. I mean, you can certainly blood drum kill the blood shopkeeper, too, if you want. And you do. See that from everybody. Don't need to go grab that blood drum. You already got one. That's a nice little find there. Keeping your health slightly better than if you would have just bought that. All right. Man, this is craziness. So yeah, we don't know what this race means. This race could mean the end of the tournament. It could mean pushing to the grand finals. It could mean we're all tied up and going to a game 5. I don't know. We'll find out, though, in a bit. I'm sure as soon as I know, I'll let you all know in Chatland. Ron Klee pointing out that he in fact picked up the better, he swapped blood drums, so he's got the better one now. Could be.
Yeah, I find it interesting that the Inc wouldn't maybe consider
swapping blood drums?
Throwing his spear and no, blood drum throwing his spear in that shop to get the chainmail armor. I think for half a heart, that's very worth it.
Yeah, half a heart, but killing your shopkeeper. It's early to kill your shopkeeper.
I'll be honest, I don't think that comes into it too much.
I think it does for racers.
Like
I think for you might not be a fan of the shopkeeper, but I do think that it is a factor. I mean, there's some situations where you actually walk through the shop, and if it's got Earthquake Scroll or phasing, I mean, those are really valuable things. I think it's okay to keep the shopkeeper around.
Yeah, I'm not saying that keeping him around is a bad idea. I'm just saying if you can kill him early and get a pretty good build together early, and that would be you have a heart of protection, you have your boots, you have a good weapon, you know, you're almost set. You just need what I would say a good ring, and you're maybe done depending on the ring.
Was that not just a kill for the for the chainmail?
It would have been because he bought the boots.
Right.
That was the difference. He bought the boots, and that was all he bought.
Yeah, the boots are like $38 though, or something though. So I don't know. I think that I disagree with killing him, but we'll see how it pays out. I mean, Mudjoe's doing just fine. So a little transmute to the glass shovel, going for that blood, gets the blood. That's big. So he's got the quick kill for both Dead Ringer and Necrodancer. Just a Dead Ringer quick kill for Mudjoe. Incnone is on to his boss fight, and Mudjoe is right on his heels. Gotta kill a clone or two here. Nope, not gonna get the quick kill here. Once you get that 3 damage, it's really nice on the death metal fight. Looks like he is farming up for the 3 damage, Incnone, and off he goes. Mudjoe doing the same. And these leaving behind the blood drum for a freeze spell.
He does have the blood shovel now. So
yeah, but you got the quick kills on the
loss.
Dead Ringer with the blood drum.
I suppose that's true. But if you're going to be banking on using that health for the Necrodancer fight, and that will save you more time than a quick kill on Dead Ringer.
There was a quick little shopping. We're seeing some shopping here from Incnone. Does he find some good items? He certainly does. And that is a shopkeeper worth killing as he picks up the holster. But the helm as well. And he gets himself a delicious Ring of Courage, which is super strong.
Yeah,
it's
really
interesting here.
It's interesting that he would drop 2 bombs there instead of maybe dropping a bomb and then using the free scroll, but I'm proven wrong because he uses that free scroll to great effect on the Coral Rift boss.
Also keenly remembering his lead boots. And all the scrolls, absolutely. Except for the good one. No scroll of need, but we've seen every scroll. I think we even saw the scroll of riches, if I'm not mistaken. All the scrolls here.
Yeah, it's going to be super close. I think I am not happy with this health situation on 4-1. This is very spooky. The boots makes it a lot less spooky. There's a Shriner here. I think you have to bomb for the regen. Yep, he's gonna do it. So down go these dragons. Thankfully, that Courage and Spear makes it a lot easier. Oh no, he's not going to grab the regen, he's just going to grab the glass armor. There's a potion right there.
Smart.
I didn't actually spot that, so he's going to be A-okay. If I was him, I would have probably just bombed through that room. Joe is hot on his heels. He's just jumped down onto 4-2 as well. So these two are neck and neck.
That
this
Courage
is going to come right down to the wire again.
Huge right now, though. Oh my god, this Courage, though. It is like, you can just see the difference so dramatically right now in the way in which... Oh, that wall pig! Oh my god, that wall pig was in such a bad place. Holy crap. Oh, and Mudjoe here. See, yeah, without the Courage, he is just not able to fly through this very well at all. Now, he does have a lot of health, so he's in okay shape. His Necrodancer is going to be a little slow.
Oh, Ink is taking some hits here. Really not the position he wants to be in. Had a really nasty start to this 4-3 as well that actually allowed Joe to get down at pretty much the same time. Down to a heart and a half. I'm not sure if that's enough. Well, with the bombs actually, yeah, it will be enough to blood shovel the stage. Ink isn't going to go for fireball strats here. He is going to just bomb the bells instead. Oh,
yeah, I mean, he's got more bombs than he needs. Those riders closing in like Indiana Jones there, leaving his hat behind. But
this is going to be so close.
Yeah, I mean, Mudjoe using the blood drum strats to keep this as close as possible. Incnone at half a heart with the blood drum, or with the blood shovel. That's never a winning combination when it comes to not dig buffering the stage. Oh god.
I think he's going to be okay. 1 hit left in the Necrodancer, but it hasn't been a pleasant situation, that's for sure. These teleports aren't doing him any favors.
Oh,
but
man.
There's the last hit. We're tied at 2.
We are tied at 2. And I just want to let you know that it was a clearly 2 steps ahead win for Mudjoe in the game 2. So that means we are tied up in this series with our original call of Mudjoe was correct. And yeah, it was a 2-beat win for Mudjoe there. So we do have word on the close race, and it was in fact Mudjoe victory. So Incnone winning that one. Also extremely close. Holy cripes, this is exactly what you want in a finals.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. That has to be one of the closest reviews we've done this season. I think the only one that's closer is the one I had to do between Incnone and Stake during the regular season, which was literally half a beat.
I remember that. That was insane.
Oh,
we have had so many close races this season. Going 2 seeded was, I'm gonna say, definitely the best part of this season, with CoNDOR Bot being a close second. But yeah, there was, I think we did a feedback survey actually, and we got a lot of really good feedback. A lot of things that we definitely want to make sure we fix for next time. But I do think that having the Saturday cast with UMAC was awesome. It's really great to make sure we highlighted as many racers as we could on the showcases. We had so much more commentary with the off-stream casts. These are phenomenal. The seeded has been crazy good. It's made these races incredible. And of course, CoNDOR Bot has helped us out a lot. Holy crap, we got a $22.22 donation from Tic Tac Foe with the all-tie hype. Thank you, Tic Tac Foe. That is extremely generous. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and what a run. What an everything. I'm just having a good time. Better scripted than wrestling. You got it, Filio. Whew. Yes, thanks again, Tic Tac. That's really, really kind of you. Praise Ham indeed.
Praise Ham.
You got all the praise.
Praise Ham.
We're gonna be getting underway pretty soon.
Hey, that's a new dog emote. I like it.
New dog emote.
I like it.
That's a nice dog.
I can't get over the Oh My Dog, though. It's just so derpy.
Oh My Dog is so good. I'm pretty sure that's Miss Candykin's dog, isn't it? Rachel, Jeff's girlfriend?
Is Sophie. Or, sorry, no, that's the dog's name, probably. Easy Allies is the channel.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that channel, actually. I'm just going to update both of our... There we go. Oh, there's Elspeth. The voice of Cadence. All right, the race is going to start in a second, so will Joe clutch it out for the victory, or will Incnone be able to push this to a second set? Not going to lie, really want a second set, because this is ridiculous. This is some absurdly good racing here, and already a massive difference between our racers as Incnone finds himself the blood shop, and Mudjoe does not. Is it a good blood shop? Not entirely. Taking the spear and the armor, though, fair enough. Not a great blood shop, though, and that's going to put Mudjoe with a bit of a lead, I'd say, in this situation. Oh, and another donation coming in hot. $5 from Holster. Holster making an appearance. What's up, Holster? Just saying hi and looking forward to the future CoNDOR. I still love you, Elad. I wish the feelings were mutual.
You're so mean to the holster, you lad.
Listen,
one day you will learn.
The holster brings it on itself there. And a glass shovel pickup. That's actually huge. Now, Incnone is substantially behind here, but his build is really coming together.
Yeah, definitely doesn't have quite as good a weapon as Mudjoe, but the early armor, which is what, that's 2.5 hearts? No, sorry, it's 2 hearts.
No,
it's 2 hearts.
Yeah.
No,
it's 1.5.
The protection charm, yeah, sorry, the protection charm's half heart.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a full heart for some reason.
It is
which
not.
Explains why I died a lot.
I wonder where that weapon came from. I'm a little curious, actually. Oh my god, this build right now for Mudjoe is so strong. He's gonna be able to scoot super duper fast. And will Incnone be able to catch up here? I don't know.
I think gold spear plus gold anything basically plus courage is very strong because
That's true.
as long as you can make sure you can consistently get the gold kills, then it is absolutely
But that's
phenomenal.
Rip Courage. Incnone missed a beat
no.
there, and this is not good for Incnone right now. That missed beat might be the biggest misbeat of this entire tournament. That loss of courage is huge. And is Incnone going to be able to redeem himself and recover from that, which that one hurts big time. I'm not even sure if he recognizes just how big of a misbeat that was, but that is really detrimental. Now, he still does have a couple things that will help him in this build. I guess mainly it's just that glass shovel. We'll see if that glass shovel, he can put it to the to work or not. Picking up some bombs on the way, but Mudjoe is just sliding through with that push broom. Really strong build. Oh my goodness, that is unfortunate for Incnone. It's certainly not over yet. He's got lots of race still to go. See what he finds in this chest. Little Squega suit, not bad. But he's got to go the long way around here, and Mudjoe's already on to Zone 3. He's going to be checking his purple, finding a fireball spell.
This is a really, really nice build for Mudjoe.
this
It's
is-
so solid.
This is an ugly boss room, 2-3 for Incnone, but he gets through. And yeah, that courage is really good. Now, it's a little bit dangerous with all this ice around and no boots. Mudjoe doing a little bit of farming, but for good reason, finds himself a shield spell. He's got a 3 damage courage broadsword. That is too good. Incnone trying to set up the gold kills, not setting them up, and now... Okay, he does do the throw, but he is really falling behind here.
Yeah, and all the time it's taken up to kind of get the remainder of 2-3 in this Zone 2 boss. Joe is already on 3-2, and he's just going to keep on going and going with this absolutely nuts build. I mean, you look at the work that the push broom does in Zone 3 because of the swathes of enemies. He is taking a couple of hits now and then. I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about yet.
Yeah, got a little spicy. It's a good thing he
hit.
picked up that, the, whatchamacallit, shield spell. Oh, this is a little scary for Incnone. Also, we did get a donation, a $2.60 donation from Z, or the letter Z, 6 times. And with the message, noob question, how are seeds chosen for races? They're actually chosen at random by a bot that was actually programmed by Incnone. Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, all the seeds are totally random.
Incnone pushing a little too hard there. He needed to take his time. Oh my god, he's getting hit by everything, and down goes Incnone. Is that going to be curtains for Incnone? He pushed too hard with that push monster onto the hot coals, and down he goes, and that could be all we've... Oh, I missed the replay, sorry. That could be all we wrote there, with Mudjoe clutching this out with a phenomenal difference in builds.
Yeah, Mudjoe got his build together so much quicker than Ink did. The courage was the thing that kind of sealed it. Everything from then was kind of a bit of a bonus, because he was just pushing super well by that point. The early titanium broadsword was nice as well compared to the gold spear. I think if Ink had got that courage, he might have stood a fighting chance, but as it was, he just randomly dropped his beat.
Yeah, that missed beat. Yeah, he would have been fine in that situation where he died if he'd had the courage. That's sort of a funny way to say it, but now we're not over yet. He still doesn't have the boots, no potion. Now the Squega suit is going to be handy, but no boots is a bit of a dish. The Milkman Mudjoe. I don't even know what that means. That's not over yet. Yeah, the bot is open source. It's definitely not being... Yeah, thank you, Will, for just making sure everyone knows that there isn't actually a concern there.
Yeah, there's no shenaniganery going on.
No shenaniganery at all. It's true, the slow play for Mudjoe here. Oh my goodness, he's doing it.
He's just waiting out 4-3.
He's waiting out 4-3 as per discussed. He's gonna wait it out. Now this becomes interesting. Will Incnone be able to scoot? I mean, it makes sense. It's a smart play. I agree with it. But now this puts all the pressure on Incnone to see if he can speed up fast enough here to catch up in time. I really don't think he will.
There's no way.
But it's
There's
like a
no
4-minute song, right?
hard enough.
How long is
It's
the
not
song?
4 minutes. It's 3 minutes something.
I mean, 3 minutes to go through 2 zones is possible.
Let's have a look here. Okay, no, it's 2 minutes 43.
Okay, all right. So that's actually a pretty short song. Fair enough. I don't know. I think it feels like the right call. It's definitely a meme play. It's not BM. I would certainly not classify this as BM. This is a smart play. As Incnone does everything he can to just charge on through here. He's on to 3-2. I'm sure Mudjoe is just watching Incnone try to catch up. That death for Incnone was so heartbreaking, and he's on to 3-3 already. He's going to be able to pile through these... those bats are actually causing him problems.
Yeah, that's exactly what he didn't want to see.
And this is not good here if he had a fireball spell or anything, but this is now going to slow him down dramatically with this stupid blue dragon. Oh, the memeing is real. We're waiting on those... Nice little kill there. Very nice kill. We're waiting on those red little red hash marks to come in for Mudjoe. As Incnone is on his way to zone 4... That spider is just like, dude, what are you doing, man? Hey,
come over here. Why
don't you just... Got some free candy for you. And Incnone is going to be dropping down. What's he checking? He goes for the purple, gets the heal, and Mudjoe is now moving.
I think he's realized that maybe it's not quite as free as he would have liked.
Incnone is gaining on him, but I don't know if he's gained on him enough. It's certainly a lot closer than I think Mudjoe would like. But Mudjoe's now at the point where he just needs to wait it out. I mean, there's no reason. Okay, song ended. Here we go. So he's got this little mini-boss fight. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Especially using the very safe shield there. And he's going for it. I mean, it's not crazy out of the question. If this goes off the rails, which it appears to be doing...
It is.
It's
I
off
think
the
he's
rails.
going to
That
be okay,
shield
though.
saved him, though. Because he did get hit by Dead Ringer. If he didn't have the shield spell, and this is really scary now, actually, for Incnone. Oh my god. Yeah, now it's all down to killing the Necrodancer here from Mudjoe with a phenomenal play there. I think the only time that strat has been attempted.
Yep,
I'm going to say that it was the only time that strat has been attempted. And it was a dangerous move, but it is a good one, and it might just mean, yes, that your Season 4 champion and winner of $800 is Mudjoe. Congratulations, Mudjoe. That was awesome. What a play. Congratulations. Also, huge shout-outs to Incnone with the exceptional comeback. He went through Spoody. He went through Jack of Games. And he was on to the Necrodancer pretty much by the time that Mudjoe finished it. Sub 10, BG, fish multis all around. But congratulations. That is that. I gotta say, that was a phenomenal finish. Let's give him that loot, that extra little loot there. Mudjoe is your victor, your Season 4 victor. Massive GG's, guys. Mudjoe, dominant the entire season, manages to win this. I don't know what else to say. It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, that was incredible, and a way more tense finish than I think either of these guys were thinking about, especially Mudjoe. You know, Inc really pushed as hard as he possibly could to try and make up some time there. Ultimately, the gap was just a little bit too much, but you have to give Inc credit for what was just a phenomenal push towards these finals. And if he had pushed this to a second set, then it would have been just totally unreal. I don't think my heart could have handled another set of that.
No, totally not. I mean, go take a look at the Chalong, the bracket here. You can see Incnone losing 4-0 to Jack in the first round, then winning 4-0 to Ekane. Yes, 4-0. Then going through Blue Blimp, going through Spooty, going through Jack, and then Mudjoe taking it there. Mudjoe taking down Stake, taking down Blue Blimp, and taking down Jack as well. Mudjoe certainly did not have an easy path to the victory. Wow. Yeah, what a crazy season. Everything about this has been wild. We've got Will, we've got Arachnus. What's up, folks?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, guys. I mean, what a crazy tournament. I mean, we can ask Mudjoe if he wants an interview. He's not usually the most talkative type, but I'll ask him anyways. But yeah, that was amazing. What do you guys think of that finals?
Man, that was incredible. I really thought that Inc was going to catch up there at the end, and this happened. The song was short enough for Joe to get through.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing finish. The 4-3 strat that Jack has been talking about for so long.
Yeah.
So where are they? Incnone is there. I don't see... Oh, Mudjoe's there too. All right, we got to pull him
Let's
in.
grab him.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can't reach. So you can pull him in.
Oh, hello?
Hello, Mudjoe and Incnone. Congratulations, Mudjoe, on winning Season 4. I mean, way to go,
That's
man.
a hot sub 10. Hell yeah. I love sub 10.
The sub 10 BG victory. I mean, it was entirely a sub 10 because of that phenomenal strat at the end there. Did you feel at all a little bit spooked by Incnone's
I
comeback?
started moving they started moving at the end of 4th week, so I was actually worried. I was thinking, like, oh no, was he going to catch up? I was actually worried.
Yeah, how bad would it have been? I think if you
died
on that little excursion you went on in 4-3, where you were waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you go and get gulagged.
If I saw anything in that first room that looked weird, I wouldn't have gone in.
That's fair. Totally
I just
fair.
wanted to warm up and remember like how to move and all that stuff.
That's also totally understandable. That was a long time to wait. I'm sure that was the longest 3 minutes of your life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just gotta point this out. I love that Paratroop in the chat was like, I hope Joe waits 3 minutes before starting his interview. That would have been so funny.
Pulls a Michael Jackson, just stands there on stage. Yeah, that was awesome. This whole Tournament of Champions was ridiculous. Incnone, we have to give crazy shout outs to you for your impossible push through both Spooty and Jack.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
two
crazy.
heavy favorites coming out of I don't know, Forever. They were the
That
favorites
last
for
one.
Season 4 for sure, and you
That last
crushed through.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah, man. Incnone, you are so quiet. I could not hear what you were saying. Sorry, I turned.
Sorry, I just, I feel good, and it was a lot of fun matches, so it was really
Yeah,
happy
you played
to-
really well. Everyone
good.
played really well, honestly.
Yeah, this whole situation was crazy. I gotta very quickly just talk about that match against Jack you had Incnone. The death situation there, I don't know what was going on, but you both died in zone. It was the one with the mana freeze. I don't know if you
It's
remember.
mana freeze, yeah.
Oh, was
Yeah,
that
I
the
do.
double? Was that the double death one?
The double death wasn't that you
Oh,
guys?
I'm getting it mixed up.
I think
that was a
Ink
double
and I
death.
had a double death, but Jack and Ink, I believe, also had a double
Jack and
death.
Ink
Jack
had a
and
double
Ink
death.
double death, but it was Jack died and then pushed, and then Ink you died,
Yeah.
and then you were gaining on him, and then Jack died again in zone 4, and then Ink you won it.
Well,
The double-
I think the one was when Ink took the Shrine of Risk and he
That's what it
reset,
was.
and we're like, why did he reset?
Yeah.
Why did he reset?
That's
and then
what
it
it
was
was.
like he would have died if he went to the next level because
Yeah.
of the risk.
Yeah.
So that one was like,
Yeah, that
crazy.
game had a death by a diagonal bounce trap goblin
Yeah, it was
for Jack,
crazy.
and then
Like,
it was the
both
Ring
of
of
it.
Risk or Shrine of Risk, and then it was
That's
a Jack died from a hidden bomb trap that was behind a harpy.
Yeah, that one was really shitty.
That was
That
bad.
one was really,
That
really
was so
bad.
All three of
But
those
yeah,
deaths
not-
were kind of
Yeah,
unfortunate.
not to be Jack or Incnone on those, but I'm actually kind of glad that happened because I would have probably forgotten yeah, you should always reset, and I might have lost that double death against Incnone. Or I think did I end up losing it anyway? I might have
Double
ended
death,
up losing
I
anyway.
think happened
No, I think
third.
you won the double death.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's why you always reset. You just always reset no matter what.
Yeah,
That was
because
like-
you wouldn't have known he died until like 10, 15 seconds in anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, I was waiting for a couple, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, he
Yeah.
still died.
Yeah, that double death though was the exact same moment. Like it was the run after the tie. Because I remember saying that the last match, which was the tie, where it was like on my screen you guys landed on the stairs at the exact same moment, and then the next round you guys double death at the exact same time. It was just insane. It was so good. It was just like from a viewer perspective, you cannot ask for a better set of races than tonight. It was so freaking amazing. So shout outs to you guys. Shout outs to
all the
everybody
races
who
tonight
raced.
were crazy.
It was just like mind blowing.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my Twitter blew the fuck up. What did you guys do?
Everybody point at Mudjoe, yay! But yeah, that is, oh man, that's a wrap. So Mudjoe, congratulations, you are officially a champion. You are
That's cool.
number 4 of our tournament of champions. You are in the same echelon as Jack and DJ and Maru. So congrats to you on that. It's super
About
huge.
damn time.
Yeah, you've been putting in work. Absolutely. This season, though, you were so incredibly dominant, and you really it was very fitting for you to take the crown because you had such a good. You had the best record, I believe, in the regular season as well, and pushed
Yeah, it's
through.
pretty crazy.
And you did not
Yeah.
lose a set in the tournament either. So fantastic, really really good. So
I'm with Jack on this. Ban Cadence for like 4 months. Yeah, I don't want to look at Cadence anymore.
yeah, tune time.
So-
We're gonna have a lot of fun races there. What's up,
You're
Will?
gonna join the Bard Score League.
No, I don't want to race Cadence, Jack. Oh.
So Bard score hype? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, Bard Score League, man.
Will. Oh, I
That's
feel so
exciting. That's
bad.
exciting.
I feel so bad.
Bard score.
Oh,
Bard score is a good meme. It really is. Awesome. Yes, Will? Don't you have the world
making a
record now?
frustration noise because I was reminded of what happened earlier today.
Yeah, he kind of unofficially has the world record. Like it
He
basically
totally
is,
has the world
and it's a myth.
Yeah, I think it
Wait,
counts.
sorry.
It counts in our hearts.
Yeah, well, no, I know. I'm not disagreeing that it counts.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just sad.
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Hopefully we
that's
can get that
awful.
fixed.
That's
But yeah, so special thanks to chat also for being here. You guys were great. I think overall this was a really super fun stream for me. I had a good time and just awesome stuff. Will and Iraq for hopping in and doing 2 on-the-fly reviews.
Yeah, you guys rock.
That's insane because we had to. Were they both? I forget. Was one last time? I don't remember. We definitely had at least 2 on-the-fly reviews.
I think we had one last weekend and 2 this weekend.
Right.
Something like
Crazy. So thank you guys for doing those on the fly reviews. It's definitely the best way to guarantee that we picked the right winner. We can't just go by the Discord.duns. So yeah, unless anyone else has something to say, I gotta just say special thanks to Squega and Mac for the co-hosting. You guys were great. Will and Iraq for the awesome reffing, and all our racers for being amazing. And yeah, I guess I think the plan is to have an after party at Will's. So
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm not set up at all yet. But,
okay. Set up now. If
All right,
you guys
all right.
want to do some Necrobot racing, by all means, go for that. Sorry, what were you going to say, Iraq?
I was gonna say, while Will's setting up, I'm sure probably everybody that's in here already knows, but in case you haven't already heard, Necrodancer did make it to SGDQ, so look forward to that. They still have to pick the 2 runners for the Cadence race. Sorry. I know, too soon. But yeah, it'll be a 1v1 Cadence race at SGDQ, and it's between Mudjoe, Spooty, and Oblivion who are going to run it. So that's exciting too.
yeah, that'll be cool.
It's really exciting. It's also just gonna be a good time. So if you're going, there's a bunch of us who are going. I am almost sure that I'm gonna go. I've registered. I'm really excited to go. I've never actually met any of you guys in person, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, you guys should come and hang out with us. It's gonna be a good time. Maybe we'll do some, I don't know, dance padding. If we can get a dance pad somewhere, it'll be good times. So I look forward to that, absolutely. And it's just going to be super hype. I can't believe Necrodancer got into another GDQ back-to-back. I mean...
And this time feels extra good because last time CoDOR was a donation incentive, and I don't know how many people knew, but like the way donation incentives work is first of all you have to donate to it, so it's not guaranteed there. And if the GDQ runs too far behind time, they could technically cut it if they had to.
And
so
GDQ
it was never
is
like
not always
guaranteed.
necessarily
It's basically
on...
really, it's really
And-
nice that we actually got like a dedicated slot this time. for
Yeah,
people.
we're like 100% officially
are in.
accepted. It's just they need to decide the two
Yeah,
runners.
it'll be a fun time.
Yeah, so thanks for... I honestly was just like, I don't think they'll get in. So I was really kind of negative on it. But you guys got in, and so...
Yeah, and I
That's
think
awesome.
that's big props to Spooty because, like, obviously we all were super impressed by it, but the greater community outside of Necrodancer was even like, I saw that CoDOR run in so many top 10, top 5s, like, you got to see this run. It was one of the best runs at GDQ. So big props to Spooty on that for pulling that off. So, and I think that's a big reason why they brought us back to GDQ again.
Yeah, I think for sure.
I'll just throw this out real quick as far as after parties or whatnot. I know some of us are probably going to be playing Gungeon, and we do have our own Discord for it, kind of like the Necrodancer Discord, so I'll just